Hello everyone and good morning and welcome. As you can see, we have a number of officials, sports officials, including officials from out of Dominica. We're here along with the Minister of Culture, the Minister of Sports, doing a visit of the Windsor Park Stadium, and of course will give us an update on what's happening here at the Windsor Park Stadium. Lighting has always been a major concern, and so the government of Dominica has taken it very seriously at the Windsor Park Stadium as we prepare for to host international games here in Dominica. We are well known, of course, for hosting international games, so we're getting ready for this uh, visit. As you can see, Honorable Greta Roberts, the Minister of Culture, and Honorable Oscar George, who is charged with special responsibility for sports in Dominica. We have Mr. Brendan Williams and other officials. I see Mr. Yudi John.
Okay, we have everybody here. Oh, I didn't see you. You're not. I seen you that you do the job now.
Ready?
Yes. I have to hold both.
Yeah, that's GIS and OPM.
Oh God.
As if you could, so you can get it behind the background.
Just to the back of you.
So what are you doing right there? Okay, so we are good. Good morning, everyone. Of course, everyone here should have a smile on their faces because we are here to see the works that are being done for our state-of-the-art lighting of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So we are here this morning with, of course, our contractor, Mr. Raj. Just let them see who you are. And of course, with me is my Minister of State in the Ministry of Sports, Honorable Oscar George, and of course all the other sporting officials at my back. But this morning, we wanted you to see what has been done so far on the project. Of course, the contractor will explain to you the works that has been done so far, but we wanted the Dominican public and all our sporting officials and all our sportsmen and women and athletes who are looking forward to the lighting of the stadium to see what has been done, where we are, what is left to be done, and when we are going to officially turn on those lights and bring some international games to Dominica, where we can sit and watch some sporting games in the night. So I think this is something that everybody is looking forward for, and today is a good day that we can at least give an update on what has been done so far so everybody can be aware of this progress. So before further ado, I'm going to hand over to Honorable Judge, who has a more detailed a detailed report on what has been done so far at the stadium. Thank you.
All right, good morning to everybody. Of course, I want to thank all of you for being here. We have with us the Ministry of Sports, the Stadium Board, the Ministry of Finance, the Lotteries Commission, who are the financier of the project, and of course the media. I'm happy that you all could be here today. As we know, the stadium project has been ongoing for some months. To be honest, there have been some delays, but we are happy where we are now. We have the contractor with us here, and of course he'll be directed to give some updates as to the technical aspect of the contract. As I said earlier this week, we're looking to have these lights up as soon as possible. We're trying to ensure that we can have a lighting that meets ICC specifications and even surpass ICC specifications. And I think that's important for us, especially given the fact that we're trying to attract as many as possible international games to the Windsor Park in 2026. So we're just happy to be here, and of course we will take the questions from the media later on, and we'll do a walkthrough just to show and get a better appreciation of the scope of works being done. Because many times we hear people speak and we get the impression that they're not aware of the full scope of works that's being done at the Windsor Park and the cause for the delay. So I'm just happy that we all can be here today where we just share the information and of course get a more direct and specific update from the contractor. So again, I just want to welcome all of you here, and again I want to commend the contractor for his work. Of course, as I said earlier, there have been delays, but we're fully committed to ensuring that the project is completed, and of course we can enjoy the lighting at the Windsor Park Stadium. So thank you to all of you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Oscar, Honorable Minister Greta. It's my pleasure to be here today. I will be leading the crew over to the technical aspects of this project, and I will show you where we are today, how much we have accomplished. I just want to make it clear to everyone, 60% of this project is under the ground. So that is why you do not see much or hear much about it, because we do not let anyone come to the field, because it's a site where insurance is very strict. Anyone can get injured, that's why we don't give access to people here. But today it's my pleasure to have you, and I will lead you guys over to the project and I'll show you where we are as of today. Please follow me.
So this is the first pole.
Hold one, yes.
Pole 1.
Yeah. Peter, this is pole 1, right? Pole 1. 1, 2. Different pages. Guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at pole number 1. This foundation you are standing on is the part you are standing on is actually part of the foundation which has already been created. This hole is actually 32 feet by 32 feet wide and 10 feet deep. This part you are standing on right now has already been casted. If you see this pedestal here, this pedestal is about 10 feet high from the base and 32 feet wide at the bottom. There is about 10 tons of steel in this foundation already. Each foundation has almost 20 trucks of concrete poured in already. What you are seeing as of right now is we are finishing the pedestal of the pole and we are placing the anchor bolt in the hole right now. The anchor bolt has been leveled to 0 by 0. 100% straight pole will be installed on it. Right now they're putting in the rebar. This rebar is a very special rebar. It's a FE 500 rebar. We had to make this in Canada and bring it, FE 500 steel. This foundation is being casted. We're going to have forms around it, and then these conduits will be running out of it. There are 12 conduits, 4-inch conduits running out of each hole. There are about 85 cables going up to the top of the pole, which will be connected to one of the control rooms. We will show you the control room as we walk through it. This is the status of this hole right now. Every hole you will visit is at a different phase right now, but all the holes are being worked on as we speak. So we are working at Godspeed right now.
So what is the next phase for that hole?
The next phase for that hole is the forms go on and the concrete will be poured in it.
And when we expect that to happen?
It will happen this week for sure. Concrete poured. When we go to the next pole, we will show you these 2 holes will be ready first to be poured concrete in. This will be today or tomorrow. Both these holes will be ready to pour concrete.
How many of these will be built? How many?
4 of these, four poles, 4 of them. They have been already casted, though they are already built, because you can see it. And also, each of this hole is already connected underground to the control rooms. All these 4 poles are connected, so they go this way. So when you go here, you see the conduits coming from that hole to this hole already, which is connected to that board, and the control room is on that side for the 2 holes. So as we go there, we will assess that as well. Want to add anything? Yes. All right. At the end. You guys kind of stand, yeah. Oscar, you can come. You can come. Yeah, you should not. But yeah, so you're not insured. Yeah, you can stay there. So we are at pole number 2. So as you saw in pole number 1, the anchor bolts were exposed and you could see the forming being done. Right now the forms are complete. Guys, hold on.
Don't make sound.
So this is hole number 2. You see the forms have been installed already. This hole is ready to be poured concrete in. Right? The pedestal is done. They are reinforcing it basically from all sides so that we can pour concrete. This hole and from here they move to the next one that's being completed also today. Tomorrow or day after they should be able to pour concrete in this hole. So as you see here, these conduits that are running are going to hole number 2, hole number 1. So all these are connected. All the poles are already connected to the control room. There is a fiber optic cable running, and in these 2 conduits, the big ones, there'll be electrical cables running through it to connect the pole number 1 to pole number 2. I just want to bring you guys over to the control room that controls 2 poles on one side, and there is a generator pad there as well. Right now, we are at the control room for pole number 1 and pole number 2. As you can see here, all the underground conduits have been laid and connected to pole 1 and pole 2. This is already built and ready to receive the control panels for pole 1 and pole 2. As you can see on the left of us is a pad that is already built and connected for the generator. That pad has already been built. It contains about 2 tons of steel in it to receive a 400 kVA generator. This pad will run the pole number 1 and 2, and this is the control room for that. Right now, we have to receive the control panels, which are on the way. The containers are arriving on Thursday, which will have control panels, wires, poles, and all kinds of electrical stuff is arriving. This will have a door here because we have not finished it because we still have to install electrical panels in it to the wall. Once the walls receive everything they need, the wires, automatic transfer switches and everything. Then this control room will be finished, and there will be a glass window in the front for the operator to see. This control room will also control the DMX system. The DMX system is actually a system that makes the lights dance. We are laying down 27 kilometers of cable in this project. 27 kilometers of cable is being installed in this project. The reason people are not able to see the work is because now you see everything is being done underground. That is why there is nothing to see. Once this work is finished, we will be able to show the Dominicans how much progress we have done. I can proudly tell you today we are at 50% mark of this project today. 50% of this project is over. We have already used about 60 to 70 trucks of concrete in these foundations. It could be more, but that much concrete has already been used. We are using 4,500 PSI concrete in this project. This concrete takes time to cure. That is why it takes time to do everything. Once the concrete is poured, we have to wait. It cures, then we move on to the next step. It's just a time-consuming project, and once these towers are 150 foot in the air, and each tower weighs about 25 tons. So for that, we have to make very strong foundations, properly cured, and should be able to withstand Category 5 hurricane. So those are the parameters we are working on. For that, the most important thing is curing. Everything has to be cured. Everything has to be tested. Everything has to be rechecked. And another time-consuming time-consuming thing in this project is going to be the wiring of this project. It's like a spider web, and we cannot make a single mistake. So it has to be checked and rechecked, and multiple times it has to be checked to make sure everything works in a perfect manner. We will move on to pole number 3 from this location. We're going from inside. There's no way to go. careful on that. Now we are at pole number 3 or hole number 3, tower number 3. As you can see, this tower is at a different phase right now. It is being advanced. It is not as advanced as the other 2 holes. So you saw the first hole, that was the most advanced. The second one is, no, the first one is less advanced. The next one was more advanced, which is almost complete. The second hole will be completed today or tomorrow morning. And this is the next one, next 2 holes on the other side of the ground. So this is at a phase where they are putting in rebars and finalizing the location of the anchor bolt. This anchor bolt is 8 ton in weight itself, has 30 bolts on top. All of them have 30 bolts on it. It's about 6 feet wide, and they are now, as of right now, they are putting in the rebars to make the whole web. So when the concrete is poured, it is interconnected to each other. And this is the phase it is at. As you can see, the forms will be laid as before. This will be covered with the form, the wooden form, and the concrete will be poured after that in this hole as well. As you can see on the top there is a control room again, as we saw on the other side. There is a control room, again same kind of wiring, and then there is a generator pad built already on the other side as well. So this is the side, this is place where both the poles will be controlled on this side of the stadium. So as you can see, this is also connected underground. All the poles are connected. As you can see, the red cables there, the conduit and the fiber optic conduit is also there. This is also connected to the next hole. So that work is also complete. All we have to do is run the wires, and then we are connected. If you have any questions, let me know so I can explain more. But again, this foundation has already been done at the bottom. This hole also is 32 foot by 32 foot by 10 foot deep, with 20 tons of concrete inside here as well.
Question.
Sir.
As it relates to the timeline, and once the concrete has been poured, how much time do you envision we have before we start to see the running of the wires?
Once this concrete is cured, it takes 21 days to cure concrete, as you know. The engineer decides when to run the wires, because he wants to, the next phase, he wants to install the poles and put the man rider system to it. So the poles are arriving on Thursday in Dominica. All the containers, 10 containers are arriving on Dominica. Once these pedestals are done, the engineer wants to install the poles and run the conduits through it. And then once the conduits run, these are the conduits, and the concrete is cured, he then will run the wires through it and then connect the entire system. So we don't want, and we also need to work with the engineering college here in Dominica to bring in engineering students from the community. We're looking forward to have about 12 engineers coming in. State college, from the state college, and our engineers will teach them to work with high voltage wires and how to create connections, install lights, so that later on, if you ever need to service it, these people will know what to do. We will give them as much training we can, and as much they want to learn, as long they want to learn, we will teach them. Let's move on to the.
In addition to that aspect of your CSR, are there any other CSR initiatives you have that is associated with the project?
Well, the first thing is, everyone working here, other than the management staff, which is 3 people, are Dominicans. Everyone is Dominican, and we provide them food, medical is free, whatever they want, we take care of them. We are helping the economy right now a lot. We're buying most of the stuff, we are buying locally. so that we can help the economy here. We are only bringing bare minimum stuff that is not available in Dominica, like high-powered machines that are not available, like steel. We tried to buy steel here as well, but they did not have the FE 500 steel here, so we had to import it from Canada. Other than that, everything is Dominican here. There's nothing that we bring from outside.
So about how much, in terms of the quantity of electricity to pull when the lights are up, can you speak to that?
How much what?
The wattage or voltage of light that will be required to light up.
As I mentioned, we are pulling 27 kilometers of wire through in this entire project. So each light is 1650 watt, 1650 watt each, and we are installing 300 of those in the stadium, 75 on each. So in total, we are looking at like 400 kilowatt of energy being pulled through Domlac, and also these each generator is 400 kilowatt in size, so which will be enough to take care of the stadium. Is between 400 500 kilowatt of power, or half a megawatt of power that will be used when the lights are on. This one big thing about this light is you can put on as many lights you want to put on. You don't have to turn on all the lights. If you have a function that only needs 10 lights to be on each pole, each light will have its own connection. So you can turn off, out of 75, you can turn off 70 lights and use only 5 lights. Right? That way your electricity bill, energy bill are all low. Like before, you don't have to turn on all the lights anymore. If you have a football game, you only need 2000 lux of light, you can turn on 20 lights on each pole. And then you can run your game. You don't have to turn on the entire thing. But we will train people so that we have to keep these lights in use. This is one thing about electronics. If you do not use them constantly, they go bad. You have to cycle them, keep them on, keep on working, they will last forever. The LED light is supposed to last for 60, 70,000 hours. Unlike the lights we had before, which only had a life of 5,000 hours. But we have to know how to use these lights. Keep them busy. If you keep them idle, and another good thing about these lights you have, each pole is going to have its own man rider. Means it has its own lift. So you can, at will, go up to the lights, to the platform, push a button, the lift will take you up, go there, clean the lights, service it, and come back. You don't have to bring a crane to, none of that drama anymore. Your government is giving you state-of-the-art lighting system. That is what it is. Greta had a vision, and she is delivering it. And let me tell you one thing, she has a high, good quality taste, and she's bringing you the best thing that money can buy today.
Can you please the mic, please?
So we are currently at hole number 4, pole number 4. This pole is at a different phase as well. You could see they are still leveling this hole. The anchor bolt is being leveled by using the marking threads. and levels as well. I believe they have already finished the 100% leveling this morning, and I can see the anchor bolts have been welded to the cage as well. Have also installed the FE500 steel structure inside there, so that now they can move on to form this hole as well. This is at a different phase as well. So basically we are at the end of underground works here right now. Once all these holes are formed and concrete is poured, we don't see any more underground work done anymore. We had a lot of utility people working with us as well, Domlec, water people. This is the last call for everyone. I am mentioning and requesting all the utilities who have anything to do, any shortcomings here that they think we need to fix, because we are now going to soon stop digging at this place. This is maybe in a week's time, everything will be closed and we will not be dig back anymore. And because we have to hand over the stadium to the management so that they can start fixing the ground as well. So we can't wait for the project to finish and then we start fixing the ground to be used for other purposes. So this is the status of this, and this hole is also connected to the control room that we saw just now, and you can see the cables are running underneath. It's all connected underground, and the entire stadium is connected on my right. This is the connection. This is where the entire cables are running, and everything is already done. It's fully connected underground. We just have to run the wires in it. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
I think the question everybody wants to know is how soon will the lights be completed?
This was a one-year project when we signed it, and I am trying to keep the same timelines within the year. Obviously, there are multiple functions that are happening in the stadium as well. We are accommodating them as well, which we did not count for when we were signing the documents. We just had the music festival. We have carnival coming now, and then I got a list of a lot of functions that are happening soon. But we have found a way to coexist with everyone. Everything is fine. They can go ahead and do there while we work. We will cordon off the area so that the people from the music part do not enter the electricity part. So that's the whole idea of, we will do what we have to do to accommodate everyone. So carnival is equally important to the country as are the lights, because once carnival is over, we need cricket after that. So we cannot stop our entertainment, you know. So as Dominicans, we love to entertain ourselves, and entertainment must go on. And we will do everything to accommodate everyone.
Are you satisfied amidst all the activities that are going on? Are you satisfied with the pace at which the project is going on?
We are on track. We are on track. That's my job, to keep the project on track.
So you said 1 year, so we're looking at July?
Yes. Before that, way before that. Way before that. The poles are arriving on Thursday. So it's going to be action time at that time. You'll be seeing now you will see things outside the ground. So as of today, as I mentioned, 50% of the project is over. We just have to do things outside the ground now. And the difficult part, see the rain, water, all these things cause problems, you know. If it rains heavy, we have to empty this hole with pumps. It will deviate from the procedure that we have to follow. And then, you know, as electrical work, you cannot leave water anywhere. Even if I don't take out water and it goes into the conduits, we don't want that either. So we have to be careful, and then we have to take precautions. Safety, and sometimes there's no rain, but the ground is wet. You know, somebody can slip in the hole. We cannot let people work, even if the sun is out and the ground is wet. So we have to take precautions. Safety comes first, and then if it takes time, it takes time. There is no compromise on life. Safety is paramount. Say again?
Outside the contracted works with the lights, is there any other thing you can support the stadium with? Outside your main works, is there any other item you can support the stadium with in terms of the grounds and upkeep and stuff like that?
Well, we have already donated 8 sprinklers to the stadium, water sprinklers, which were not part of our work. And we will continue to help, because we have irrigation machines here. We have ground maintenance equipment here, which which we have told Mr. Shillingford to use at his convenience. We have tractors here which will be used. We have irrigators here. They can use aerating machines. They can use, and any other help that is required, we are there to help. And the idea is to make this project a successful one, and we will help wherever it's needed.
Question. For the person who is not an engineer or not a builder, you have already mentioned that the height of the pole will be 150 feet tall.
Correct.
Relative to the staircase, how tall would that be?
Double the size of that.
Double the-
That is 75 feet, and the pole will be double the height of that.
Just out of curiosity for my own information, when the poles get their operating, how quickly do they expect?
We have to work on the poles.
Okay.
So the first thing to do when the poles arrive is to put the poles together,
Oh, I see. Okay.
right?
Take a few days.
Few days, put the poles together, then we need these foundations ready as well. So when the poles are ready, we have to put winches to the pole. A lot of things has to be done to the pole before we lift the 3 portions. So the pole is normally in 4 to 5 pieces. So we will probably put together 4 pieces and then raise them. But only after the foundations are cured. So if, let's say, foundation 1 and 2 is ready, we will install on them, and then we work on winches and the lift that has to be installed on the poles. It's a very time-consuming and tedious process. Everything has to be connected, wired, tested, and then we will raise the pole. Now, once our engineer is satisfied, Mr. Cletus from India, once he is satisfied, he's here. Once he is satisfied that the foundation is cured, then he will put the poles on. It's not my call; his call. He makes a decision on that.
Okay, thank you.
Any more technical question, you can ask Mr. Cletus as well. But he's the engineer. This man has done most of the ICC fields in India. All IPL games, IPL grounds. This man is the engineer behind all those projects in Wankhede Stadium, in Rajkot Stadium, in Pune Stadium. Most of the IPL grounds are still under his control, and he has installed the lights there. He's one of the best men to install the lights in Dominica and in the Caribbean. He was also responsible for doing St. Lucia lights, which we did for the T20 World Cup.
Okay, so that's the technical aspect of it. The Honorable Minister, the 2 ministers will be addressing the media more or less in the shady area in just a while or somewhere. Is the-
You can just say it. Yeah, I know.
At this time, I kindly request the representative from Lotteries, Mr. Fabian, and the minister. We would like to present the document of the project, the engineering document of the project to the minister and to the Lotteries as well. This is how your light's going to look. It's going to look when it is done, as built. Fabian. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you guys at site. Be very careful, be safe, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you, everyone, for coming over.
Oh, face so? Where the camera coming? Camera coming there? Yeah. Alright. Come on. Closer to me.
Stand up on the side.
The minister you heard from the engineers, how does this fit in government's rather perspective of sports development?
Yeah, well, I think it's a wonderful place to be, having the lights almost complete. If you realize, that's where the world is going to. Evening sports. Persons have, more revenue generated from evening sports. There's more attendance, there's more popularity, there's more TV rights. So it's something that's very important and fits well with our vision for developing sports. Obviously, it's taken some time, I must confess, and I want to just, exercise or caution people to just give the contractor some time to deliver on this huge project. Any project that's valued at $13 million is a massive project, So having $13 million invested in a sporting facility at this time is something extraordinary. And, I want to commend the government, the Prime Minister, for his willingness to understand and accept the importance of this project. Of course, I want to commend and express our gratitude to the lotteries for making the funds available for this project. But all in all, I think that we're getting something that's top class. We're getting something that will stay with us for a number of years to come. And of course, I think that we all should be excited for the completion of this project so we can bring back some activities, sporting, recreational festivals at the stadium in the evening time.
Okay, Mr. Minister, I know the contractor mentioned that work has to be done on the outfield. From the ministry's point of view, we've seen that there is some work to be done. So what can we expect as to how soon and the costing that it will take to get the Windsor Park back up to how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, well, normally after every festival and every major activity at the Windsor Park, there's routine maintenance that has to be done. Normally we region of just above $100,000 to repair the outfield, and that involves buying grass, replanting all the grass, ensuring that everywhere is leveled, ensuring that any hole that appeared while in use that it can be rectified and stuff like that. But it's something we commit to every year. Every year we normally have a contractor working with the Ministry of Sports to ensure that the outfield is satisfactory. Also, as indicated by the contractor, he was generous enough to supply a sprinkler system to the Windsor Park. And that is a problem we normally had in terms of this irrigation system. So we are happy that he can provide this. It will greatly support the maintenance and operations at the Windsor Park Stadium. And of course, as you can tell, there was some damage done as a result of the project in terms of the staircase and stuff like that. So he also commit to repair these things and make it better than they were previously. So I think that we're looking good as long as the project can be completed and all the additional works to ensure the facilities is there and top class. We should be looking good.
In terms of international games taking place here, which many Dominicans anticipate on the completion of this project, how much can we take in terms of discussion?
Yeah, we've been having discussions with Cricket West Indies on this. They are aware of the stage at which we are in terms of the lighting project. They also have been in discussions with the contractor directly. So they're on board. We're looking at later down in the second half of the year to have international cricket back at the Windsor Park. There's some discussions for having some youth games before that, some practice games to at least use the lights and test the lights, commission the lights and stuff like that. But that is something that we'll communicate at a later date. But the discussions with Cricket West Indies is ongoing. They have been very understanding with us, I must confess. Obviously, everybody wants to see cricket in Dominica, but they understand that the lighting is very important, and they see the bigger picture, so they're working with us in that regard.
Okay, anybody else? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it, boss. That's it from the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. You heard from the technicians involved in this major project costing a lot of money here in Dominica, and we all anticipate international games being staged here in Dominica. This is the fourth hole being worked on, and there are 4 of them. Of course, we heard they will be able to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. Those that were here did not survive. All of them did not survive a Category 5 hurricane, but we heard from the experts that upon completion, these will be able to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. Thanks again for watching. On behalf of my technicians, Mosai Olive and Costan Jaigo Steve Vidal, reminding you to make Kyrie FM your station of choice continuously, and don't forget, we are your Carnival station of choice. Our cameraman is just going to give you a final view of the whole under construction, the works under construction. Goodbye.